Hey, back on another video. I feel like this game completely flew under most people's radar, and I get it, most people are not familiar with the first Helldivers. So with this video, I'm going to properly introduce you to Helldivers and explain to you why I'm personally so hyped for Helldivers 2. Let's get into it. Helldivers is a top-down co-op shooter that takes multiple inspirations from various sci-fi movies such as Aliens and Starship Troopers. Now there are other races of aliens in this game, but this campaign we killed all the other races, and the only thing that was left was the bugs. So that's pretty much all you're gonna see in this video is the bugs. And I will admit it did take quite a bit from Starship Troopers. The war propaganda. The bugs being the face of the game, basically as far as like the enemy antagonist. With that being said, though, I personally feel like they did enough different to, have their own thing going on. Now, one of the things I personally love about this game is the massive amount of weapons, vehicles, and equipment you have at your disposal. You're given the option to construct your own loadout with little to no limitations aside from one primary and one secondary. Jetpacks, mech suits, tanks, shield generators, APCs, airstrikes, heavy weapon drops, buddy drones, and much, much more are all at your disposal. Now, you basically, there's no limit. You can have 3 mechs. You can have 4 mechs. You know what I mean? Basically, you fill up 4 slots any way you want to with any equipment you want to. Now, there's 2 ways to get different equipment, weapons, and vehicles. You can complete planets and get the rewards after you complete all 3 missions for a planet, or you can rank up and get a reward for ranking up. Now, on top of all this, you're capable of upgrading everything: weapons, vehicles, equipment, stratagems. Everything you unlock, you're capable of upgrading. Now, you can upgrade them between missions, and you use samples that you find on different alien planets. Now, the samples are actually pretty easy to find. You can usually find about, I think, like 5 or 6 on every planet. You just have to search for them. Now, some other things people really like about this game is it has a steep learning curve and a multitude of challenging difficulties that demand precision and teamwork. One of this game's most prominent features is the fact that friendly fire is always on. This makes you not only think twice about where you fire, but also forces you to communicate and coordinate during missions. This, in my opinion, is what forces the teamwork in this game, and it kind of makes it a lot better than a lot of other co-op shooters. You're not just simply blasting away. You actually have to have some type of plan or synergy with your team, especially on the harder planets. And when I say friendly fire is always on, I mean friendly fire is always on. Everything you do that can hurt the enemy can hurt friendly units. You can hell dive on top of them and crush them. You can blow them up with a grenade. You can shoot them. You can run them over on accident or step on them. Anything. It really just forces you to be very mindful of all your actions, and it makes this very super hardcore experience that I personally love. And as for the difficulty, even though this game does have a steep learning curve, they do have a number of modes for gamers that aren't as hardcore and are trying to learn the game or just simply really have fun. With that being said, though, there's a ceiling. If you're not really going to get super deep into this game, you're not going to be able to enjoy all of it if you're only playing it like, let's say, medium. Let's say the highest you're going is medium. There is literally, like, what I'll be honest and say you're missing out on about 80% of the game, because there's a lot of unlocks that you're simply not going to see staying at that difficulty. With that being said, though, this game does have multiplayer, so it's easy to get boosted and carried by more experienced players. Another thing I like about this game is the overall variety and freedom of the mission structure. Take, for example, this mission here. I'm tasked with blowing up a bug nest. Now, I can blow up a bug nest by simply calling in a bomb, or I can just blow it up if the weapon I'm holding is strong enough. This level of freedom translates into multiple missions throughout this game. I mean, I can't recommend it enough. This is my favorite top-down game. It's probably one of the deepest top-down games I've ever played, and this is why I am just, I'm really excited to see Helldivers 2, because they've taken pretty much all the wonderful work they've done here, and they expanded upon it, and gave it a next-gen engine, and graduated from top-down to third-person. I personally cannot wait. I hope you guys are as hyped as I am, especially after seeing this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and please share this for me, man. And hopefully you guys check out Helldivers. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.
Earth has to offer. Become part of an elite peacekeeping force and work together to spread prosperity, liberty, and democracy.